Hey Katy Cats! I'm so excited that Draw My Life have asked me to share part of me with you and are letting me draw my life. I'm wide awake and ready to roar, so let's go! This is how we do. Yeah, I'm an original California girl. I was born on October 25th, 1984 in Santa Barbara, California. My real name is actually Catherine Elizabeth Hudson. I took my mother's maiden name, Perry, as my stage name when I was almost famous, so people didn't confuse me with the How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days actress Kate Hudson. Like I'd ever have a whirlwind romance that wouldn't last? Well, awkward. My mom, Mary Perry, and my dad, Maurice Hudson, are Pentecostal pastors. They were traveling ministers, and growing up, me, my older sister, and my younger brother would travel around with them while they preached. That's how I started singing. I used to sing gospel hymns at their sermons. They were pretty strict parents. My conservative religious upbringing meant that I was only allowed to listen to gospel music. I had to sneak pop CDs into my house from friends at school. I couldn't watch MTV, and the only albums I could have were the soundtracks to Sister Act 1 and 2. For my 13th birthday, I got a guitar and started learning how to play. My teenage dream was to be a professional singer. By the time I was 15, I knew music was the career for me. I got my GED and dropped out of high school. I went to Nashville and started recording a gospel album. My debut album, titled Katy Hudson, was released in 2001. It sold a grand total of 200 copies. Before the record label went bankrupt. Whoops. Still, the album is now a collector's item amongst my fans. When I was 17, I made the move into pop and to LA to start recording and writing more modern songs. Before I made it big, I was a backing singer on Mick Jagger's 2004 record, Old Habits Die Hard. But old rock stars don't. You go, Mick Jagger! In 2008, I released my first pop album. It was called One for the Boys, even though its lead single was I Kissed a Girl. That was my first #1 single. My next album was Teenage Dream, and the 5 tracks on that record went to #1. I was the first female artist to achieve that milestone, and only the second ever, after the king of pop, Michael Jackson. Shimon. Ironically, for a cat person like me, I had a huge hit duetting with Snoop Dogg on California Girls. When it comes to my personal life, things get a little hot and cold. First, Gym Class Heroes frontman Travie McCoy had me in a Cupid's chokehold. But in 2009, I filmed a cameo for the movie Get Him to the Greek, where I met smooth-talking extraterrestrial Russell Brand. Then, I met him again when I was performing at the VMAs, and he was the host. I threw a water bottle at his head from across the room during rehearsals to get his attention. It was a sign of things to come. We got married in October 2010 in a Hindu ceremony in India, but just over a year later we split. He told me he wanted a divorce by text message. Unbelievable, coming from a man with a terrible case of verbal diarrhea. Then I started dating John Mayer. But that led to some bad blood with another female pop star. I knew she was trouble. But I'm not worried, there's nothing in her brain other than blank space. Still, in between all of this, I found time to write songs for Selena Gomez, Britney Spears, Kelly Clarkson, and play Smurfette in the Smurfs movie. In 2015, with the help of Lenny Kravitz and Missy Elliott, I rocked the Super Bowl halftime show. 118 million people in the USA alone turned in to see me crush it. That was more people than watched the actual game, and the highest Super Bowl audience ever. I have 7 tattoos, my perfect fragrances are called Purr and Meow, and I have a cat of my own who I call Katy Perry. I officially have the most Twitter followers in the world. There are 71 million Katy Cats out there following me. That's more followers than second place Justin Bieber, who has 64 million, more than Obama in third, who has 60, and way more than Taylor Swift in fourth. Shake that off, girlfriend.